sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment down below, and don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified whenever I post new videos. Now, you already seen the title. This is a Q&A. So I went to my Instagram and I posted on my story for people to ask me questions for this Q&A. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Our first question comes from Care Billy, and it's actually a great first question. He asked, what are my aspirations and dreams? Now, I'm not gonna lie, this has changed over the years, but now that I'm older, I finally decided that I want to become a music producer. And if you guys have not seen my introduction video, which you should go check that out. But I did mention that in my video. So ever since I was younger, I've always had a love for music, and honestly that comes from my dad. My dad, he is now, well, I don't think he wants me to put his business out there, but he's been DJing since he was 14. So it's been a really long time since he's been DJing. He's went through all of the eras, of having records, getting to CDs, and then having streaming services come out like Apple Music, Spotify, so forth. He always told me that I had a really good ear for music, and he said that I should think about dabbling with DJing as I got older. And at the time, I really wasn't interested in it. And whenever I came to Temple my freshman year, I was actually studying human resources at the time. And I ain't gonna lie, like halfway into the semester, I was just in class one day and I was just like, this is boring. Like, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. And anybody who's in that profession, I'm not judging you at all. It's just not for me. It's not something that I want to do with my life. So I ended up deciding that I wanted to be a music producer, because I knew that I loved music, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with music. And I realized that whenever I listen to music, if the lyrics are trash but the beat is fire, I'll like the song. I don't know. That's when I realized that I had to become a music producer. But that is my first aspiration / dream. The second one, I would say YouTube, but I'm not gonna say that just because I started my channel, but because I have wanted to make videos on YouTube for a very long time. I believe in my introduction video, I said like around 18 or so, I started like dabbling into making videos, but they just never made their way to YouTube. But honestly, like ever since I was around like 14 to 16, I've been watching YouTube constantly, and I've kind of wanted to make my own videos. I just never really did it. So I would say that's my second aspiration / dream. No, I'm sorry, that's my third one. My second one is to own my own record label, for sure. And honestly, sometimes I kind of stray away from that because I'm just focusing on so many different things in my life right now. But starting my own record label would honestly be one of my greatest accomplishments. And I'm not talking like it's not going to happen, because I know one day it will. I just have to make sure that I put in the hard work so it gets done. Our second question comes from Logie Official. This is my girl. Shout out to Kayla if she's watching this. And her question is hair maintenance. What products do you use? What's your go-to style? Cool. Well, since she asked about products, let me pull some out for y'all real quick. All right, so this is my hair basket right here. We got a lot of goodies in here. So for starters, obviously all the videos I have on my YouTube right now, you see my hair straight. But most of the time, whenever I wear my hair curly, these are the products that I like to use. Well, give me a second. I got a lot of stuff to look through right here. All right, so I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I was younger, I used to use Shea Moisture products, and people used to tell me that, the product sometimes has ingredients in it that's not natural. So I wanted to like focus on using hair products that are natural, because for my curls, my hair gets frizzy really quick. So if I don't put the right products in it, it'll get real dry and brittle, especially if I'm putting like a lot of Echo Gel in it. So depending on whatever product I put on it beforehand, it could dry my hair out more once I put the Echo Gel in it. And I realized that over the years. So right now, my mom, she actually put me on, she started buying these for my younger sister, and she really liked them. So it's called Texture ID, and I have the matching set right here. I have the shampoo and the conditioner. I want to make sure y'all can see that right here. Right here is the daily moisturizing cream. I have this right here. I also have this shampoo as well. This one, it just has honey. I honestly haven't used this one that much, so I'm honestly not going to tell y'all much about it. I love these products. It hasn't been a year, but I've been using these products for a long time now, and I honestly like them way better than Shea Moisture. But the other product that I do still use from them is this oil right here. Like whenever my scalp is kind of dry, I'll add this oil in there. Usually when my hair is curly and I do this hairstyle, if I didn't like condition it beforehand and I'm just like wet in my hair and then doing the hairstyle, I'll add this to my scalp, you know, just to hydrate her up. I also have this conditioner. I do use this argan oil. So honestly, this is like a backup. I don't really use it that much, or sometimes I'll mix this with the other conditioner. It just depends the mood. I'm not gonna lie, it just depends on my mood. And of course, but this is the Echo Gel I use. I use argan oil Echo Gel. It's not as harsh on my hair, because the other, I'm not sure, I think it's just the regular brand Echo Gel I was using, and it was making my hair real brittle, like I said before. So this one with the argan oil, it helps my hair out so much better. And our other product we have for Texture ID is this dry hair and scalp relief. It's basically kind of the same as the Shea Moisture Oil, but you spray it like this. Alright, I don't know if y'all saw that mist, but I'm not wasting my products. That's the only thing you gonna see. And now we're going to move on to when my hair is straight. Now, I'm not gonna lie, ever since I got older, I tried not to straighten my hair as much anymore. Usually, I go to this Dominican hair salon. Love them. They know how to exactly do my hair, how to treat it. I usually go and get a silk press from them, and then they trim my hair. They never disappoint. Love them. Honestly, they put me on a better path on my hair journey of when I was straightening my hair. They definitely made my hair more healthier. My hair has gotten honestly a lot longer since I started going to them. Now I'm going to show you that honestly, the only product in here now I'm looking at my basket that I use anymore is Texture ID. But this right here is a protectant for your hair. So, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I use this on my hair when it's curly as well. And I try not to put too much oil in my hair, because if I put too much oil in it, then it's gonna start to get dirty quicker than it usually is. I'll have to wash my hair quicker than I usually do. So I try not to put too much of the heat protectant in it. And then the other product I have in here, whenever, you know, we're not ready for wash day yet, I actually do use this Batiste. I think that's how you say it, Batiste. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. But this is the dry shampoo I use right here. It is for the dark hair. You have to be very careful. Like whenever I apply it on my hair, I try not to spray too much, because then it's gonna dry my hair out more. But I'll usually just spray this up in my hair, and then I'll also throw in this oil, and then I'll comb my hair and I'll be ready for the day. Miss Kayla, to answer your question, those are the hair products that I use. Our third question comes from pointlessac.__. And their question is, what are my sexual preferences? Black men, dark-skinned black men. I mean, that's honestly, I'm not gonna further explain that. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Black men, dark-skinned black men. Straying away from the last question, their next question is, where am I from? And I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm from a small town about an hour from Pittsburgh. So by default, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. It's not that I'm hating on my team or anything, it's just I'm not really into football like that. So that's why I say by default, but at the end of the day, go Steelers. Whenever they win, I get hyped with everybody else. So yes, to answer your question, I am a black girl from a small town in Pennsylvania. Our next question comes from the boy Ali _L. Why your lips so big? I ain't gonna lie, I really can't answer that for you. You're gonna have to, you know, talk to the man upstairs. I don't know, he made my lips this big. But I ain't complaining about it, I ain't gonna lie. I like that my lips are this size. I like that I don't have small lips, because how you gonna go around kissing people when you ain't got no lips? And we're just gonna leave that question right there. So our next question comes from Jermaine _, and he says, how many times do you forgive an ex if you love them? Honestly, it just depends on what that person has done and how strong your love is for them, but also how strong their love is for you. And honestly, I'm gonna just leave that right there. I don't really want to talk about relationships, I'm not gonna lie. So that's as much as y'all are getting out of me from that department, I ain't gonna lie. If any other questions pop up like that, I'm telling y'all right now, you're not gonna get that much information out of me. I'm not trying to talk about that, I ain't gonna hold you. Alright, so our next question comes from an old friend. Raina, if you're watching this, shout out to you. I haven't heard from her in so long, and I was actually so happy to see that she posted a question, because that's how long it's been since we talked. But her question is, tell us about your childhood. Siblings, parents, town, friends, etc. I feel like with her question, that should be like a whole separate video. And if you guys do want me to make another video on that, I can. But to kind of sum it up, I have 4 siblings. I have an older sister, an older brother, and a younger sister. I grew up with both of my parents, and I thank God for that every day. Growing up, I actually went to like basically a predominantly all-white school. I was literally the only black girl in my grade, and I had another black boy in my grade, and he was actually a family friend. But this school is also really tiny. So in my 10th grade year, my parents decided to move to another area, and I was going to a different school. So the playing fields was a little bit better. It was a little more diverse. You know, I didn't feel like I was an outcast compared to the school I went to before. And so my friend-wise, honestly, I've went through so many different friendships in the past. For starters though, my friend McCaden, I know she's gonna be watching this. Shout out to McCaden. I love you so much. You already know that. McCaden, I've known her since kindergarten, and she's still my friend to this day. Honestly, before I made this video, I was on the phone with her. Me and McCaden, whenever I moved away from our school, she also moved away to Ohio. So I don't really get to see her as much, but we still hang out. We talk on the phone all the time. My 21st birthday and my 20th birthday, she was there. She's always gonna be my ride or die. My other friend that I met in my new school, his name's Cam. Cam, if you're watching, I love you as well. Cam has seen me through so much, and he's always been there for me. And me and him, we started talking whenever I got to my new school, but we didn't really become good friends until the following year. And same as him, I keep Cam around because Cam has been a really good friend to me. He's been there for me when I needed him. He's never disappointed. So like I said, McCade and Cam, if you guys are watching this, I love you guys. I started out as a really shy kid. You know, for about 7 years of my life, I was like the only child in the house. Because my older siblings at the time, you know, they're getting up there, so they weren't living with us. I lived most of my life by myself for the first 7 years until my younger sister came into the picture. So I was always kind of like that to myself type kid, and when I had to be around other kids, it was kind of hard for me to like talk to them and make friends. I was always real shy. When I moved to my new school, I kind of broke out of that shell because I realized if I keep to myself and stay in this corner, I'm not going to make any friends. So as I got older, I learned to be more outspoken and outgoing. So I'm not gonna lie, my childhood was really fun. I always had a lot of people around me. I was always outside. I was always just really having a good time. So in the middle of editing, I realized the way I like broke it down, I made it seem like I really didn't have any friends in my old school. The way I meant to say it was whenever I went to like a birthday party or certain functions where I didn't know a lot of people, I didn't take the initiative to speak to other people and try to make other friends. But when I was at my old school, I grew up with them. I got used to those people. So I had a lot of friends in my old school. And also, I apologize for the heat. I didn't realize how loud it really was until I was watching the footage back. And even in my crib, it's super loud, but I'm just so used to hearing it. But anyway, back to our regular scheduled program. I said to make this separate video about my childhood because honestly, like, that's such a broad question to ask, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard for me to really think of what I want to say about my childhood. If y'all are here for it, go ahead and comment down below. I will try to think of some things I can talk about from my childhood so y'all can get to know me a little bit better. So our next question comes from Des X May. Shout out to my girl Destiny. If you guys didn't watch my last video, I reunited with my college bestie. Make sure you check that out. So her question is, do you see yourself having a big wedding or ever getting married? Of course. Ever since I was younger, I've always thought about marriage. I don't know, the idea of it just excited me because I was really into romance films and all that back then. But yeah, I've always wanted to have a big wedding, I'm not gonna lie. Now, it doesn't have to be like, no, big extravagant wedding. By what I say big wedding as in having like all of my family there, and then my partner's family, their friends, my friends. And I've always thought about what wedding dress I was gonna wear. I've always pictured myself in like a long sleeve dress, but the sleeves are made out of lace, and like the back's out and the neck is kind of like this, and then the dress like fits my whole body, and then when it gets down to my calves it kind of flares out a little bit. In my life right now, hell no. But yes, I've always thought about having a wedding, and I'm definitely excited to get married one day. Right now, Hell no. So to answer your question, ma'am, yes, one day I want to get married and have a big wedding, as in having everybody around me who cares and supports my decision of taking that step to get married to whoever I decide to get married to. Next question comes from this shorty named adia.eilam. Who's your favorite parent? Psych, LOL. Well, she shouldn't have said psych, LOL, because, you know, it's already there. It's already printed out. So I'm going to answer it. My favorite parent is... Our next two questions come from the same account as before, pointlessact.__. And the only reason I keep saying two, you know, the line's a little bit longer. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Question is my age, and I am 21 years old. And our next question is, what is your nationality? I am black and white. But when I say white, I have about I would say about 15% white in me. Nationality wise, I honestly don't know where I'm from on my dad's side, but I know on my mom's side, she said that we're also Irish, Lithuanian, and Native American. So I don't know how valid that is in my bloodstream and how much of that I'm really mixed with. But the next question actually comes from my older sister, Cinderella Me 8. Hey big sis, if you're watching this, I appreciate the support. I love you very much, and the babies, tell them I said hi. And her question is, how many sisters do I have? I have 2, her being one of them. Shout out to my sister. I appreciate her sending in her question, and we're just gonna keep it rolling. Alright, and our last question comes from J_so_sweet, and she asks, what do you need to upload decent visual content on YouTube? Baby girl, all you need is a cell phone. I just started my channel at this point, probably about a month and some ago. Every video I make on here has been recorded on my cell phone, as it is right now. I edit on iMovie, I export the video to my laptop, and I upload it. And once my channel starts to grow and improve, I'll invest in a better camera and a better editing software. But right now, I'm chilling. Everything I have right now makes good quality videos. The videos come out clear. I have no problem with iMovie and doing funny edits. So to answer your question, baby girl, all you need is a cell phone. Everybody thinks that when you first start a YouTube channel, oh, I have to have the best camera because Kai Snap or DDG and all these other YouTubers do. No, you don't. At the end of the day, if you really want to do something, use the resources that you have to do it, and you'll be successful every time. I promise you that. So that is the end of this Q&A. I want to thank everybody who sent in questions. These are really great questions. I had a great time answering them. And like I always tell you guys, make sure you like this video, comment down below. Make sure you give me guys some more ideas of other videos you want to see. I always want to make sure that I'm pushing out different ideas and different types of videos and different types of content out to you guys. I never want to keep giving you guys the same old boring content. After a while, y'all are going to be like, why do I keep tuning in if she's going to keep doing the same stuff? Also, make sure you subscribe and you hit that bell so you can be notified whenever I post another video. And like I always say, I will see you guys next week. Peace.